time value calculator, or the future value calculator, same thing, is a useful tool to project how profitable the stock market can actually be, or any investment that's compounded on a regular basis. And it helps you get an idea just how powerful certain parameters really are. Most people think, well, you need a lot of money to make a lot of money. Not always the case, but the equity deposit amount, that's just your starting value. That's your bank account, or in this case your brokerage account. And you can put any figure in there you like. If you want it to be 10,000 and that's where you're starting, that's fine. Just put in 10,000. If it's 50,000, whatever the number is, it doesn't really matter. Just put it in. The margin amount here is how much is available to you as a percentage of your bank account or your brokerage account. How much is available to you in terms of what the brokerage house will credit you. We call that margin. And most of the time, margin is limited to 50%. If you put 50%, let's say you are starting with 50,000 and you say, oh, well, I'm going to trade the full amount of margin that I have available to me, then you know that your total bankroll is $75,000. If you come back and say, well, I have that much available to me, but instead I'm only going to use maybe 25%, that's my trading plan allows for 25% of my account on margin to be available to me. Okay, now your total bankroll is going to be $62,500. Whatever that is up to you. If you're not trading on margin, just leave that zero. And then of course the bankroll will be whatever your equity deposit is, or your opening account value is. If you plan on making monthly additions, then this is where you'd want to put that figure in. If, for example, you're working on a retirement plan and you say, well, I'm going to commit $750 per month of my paycheck to my brokerage account, what happens to the value down here? And that'll make sense here in a minute. Monthly gain rate. How much is your trading plan, your system, generating per month? Not per year, but per month, because we're hoping to compound this with swing or day trading at a fairly frequent interval. How much per month does your system make? Well, the system that you're using, or this system, the 521X system, has generated over the last 2 years 6.825% per month as an average, and that'll fluctuate a little bit, but you have to put something in. Let's just say you're conservative and you say I should be able to make 2% per month. If you do that, then I want to look out how far in the future. Well, do this again in months. If I want to look out 5 years, it would be 60 months. And then the future value is going to be $249,000. So what this says is if you start with $50,000 and you add $750 per month and you're making 2% per month, in 5 years the future value is going to be $249,590. If you want to know what the average monthly gain over that time is, it would be $3,326.50. It'll calculate it for you. If you come back here and start playing with the numbers, you can see that the 750 isn't near as important as the monthly gain rate. Let's say that we start putting in 1,000 a month. We take this from 249 to 278. Let's say we don't put any in additional per month. We're just letting it work. Okay, it's 164. But let's say that we double our performance. The system earns maybe 4% per month. Now you can see that we have really dramatically started to increase. Even though we're not putting in $750 a month, we're just starting with 50, letting it grow. What's going to happen in 5 years? Well, we're up over $500,000. If we do put $750 back in a month, okay, that helps. We're up over $704,000. The number that's most important is usually this compounding rate. How much are we getting per month? If you want to look out there just 2 years, then you put in 24 months. If you say, well, I'm only going to put in $100 extra per month, well, you can do that. Whatever it is that you want to see calculated, you can certainly end up plugging in the numbers and playing around. But you'll find out that the number here, we'll go 825, is a good number. And if we go out there, when I say a good number, I mean it's a high performance number. If you're getting 4, 5, 6% per month, some systems are claiming that they're getting 10% or more per month, but you have to do that consistently over each one of these 60 months. What's it going to be over the long term, over this 5-year period? And well, if we plug that in, you can see we're up to 2.7 million. So again, even if you're not putting anything in there, that monthly amount doesn't do that much to this figure. We're 2.6 million without the monthly ads. If you put $500 a month in, it helps. It gets us an extra $500,000 over that time period, but not not a huge amount. Most of the time what you want to concentrate on is once you have the account growing and everything, you want to make sure you're consistently getting the monthly gain rate every month. But you can see down here the average monthly gain rate, if we're doing this, has been almost $43,000 per month on an investment that we started with $50,000. So it's a fun tool, and I hope you get a chance to play around with it and enjoy it and use it as a good look into the future as far as a tool goes.